What's up, YouTube family? This is your guy Jordan Live, man. Thank you for very much for watching this very special video. This video is going to be very different. There's not going to be too many bells and whistles and music that I usually play because this is a serious topic right here. If you guys do know the Queenzflip platform, he had Instagram callers and recently the callers. And this gentleman was a very pretty vital role in, that platform. The callers or Instagram callers. So without further ado, man, I definitely want to go ahead and first of all say, thoughts and prayers out to King Face. This is just shocking news. This is just shocking what's been going on right now. Because the first piece that I saw on Instagram was this pretty much. And the video was silent, so there's no sound. But this is pretty much what IMJL had posted. King Face 1, my brother, my right hand, my partner in crime. They say don't question God, but I can't take another one for months. We kept it a secret concerning your health because it was what you wished. You didn't want anyone in your business. You called while you still had your own strength, and before you was placed in a coma, you are slowly declining. And I know if anyone can bounce back, you can. And I've been there every step of the way. You got to fight, bro. I can't take another one. That is what JO has said. And it's tough. I mean, it's tough seeing the brother like that. It's tough seeing the man on an oxygen machine like that. It's tough. And even as me talking about it, it's tough for me because I've had my own family members now. I don't know exactly, and we're going to find out from JO. We're going to hear from JO because I do have a clip that he put on Instagram exactly what has happened. But I do know that, just speaking for myself personally, I've had a cousin who most recently had to deal with coronavirus, and he was in the hospital on a ventilator. It wasn't looking good for him either. So with that being said, I can definitely understand the hurt, the pain that Queenzflip and JO and that whole Queenzflip family may be, going through right now. And again, I do want to give my thoughts and prayers to King Face. But before I go ahead and play what JL had to say, what I want to do is I just want to play, some clips of Clean Face just so people can see, a little bit of, what King Face was about. Kev211 salute. Thank you very much for watching. So let me go ahead and play some, some clips of King Face just to give you an idea of his thoughts, some of his beliefs. And again, these are just clips, so you're not going to get the whole story, but we're going to, check it out right now.
And I know going around your community, I know you run into a lot of different questions on why do you support Trump. I know one of the big issues is, Black Lives Matter and these things. What do you tell people running into that?
Black Lives Matter? When did Black Lives Matter to Black Lives Matter? Show me. When a young girl gets shot in the head from a straight bullet, I don't see them marching. I don't see none of that. Where is it at? You know why they don't do that? Because they can't get money from those black people in the community. They can't sue them. But let me go after the New York City Police Department because I can get some money off of them. That's why they only talk about. So, but whose Black Lives Matter? Like, show me. All lives matter. Anybody that's against that, then you're not a human being. Because whose life is better than yours? Why? Your life is better than mine because you're white? My life is better than yours because I'm black? How? If we all get in the fire right now, who's going to know who's who? If we all burnt in the fire, they're going to be able to tell that that's a white male right there? Are they going to tell it's a black man right there? You can't tell. So why are we talking like that? I think that's not fair. I think that's not fair to white people. I think it's not fair to anybody else when you're saying Black Lives Matter. I don't want to hear somebody say white lives matter. I don't want to hear somebody say Hispanic lives matter. I want to hear us say all lives matter. All our lives matter. So with Black Lives Matter, like I have no respect for them because
again, I just want to go ahead and just give y'all a couple clips as to, saying who King Face is, his thoughts, his beliefs, and, saying some of his greatest clips as well. Because again, if you paid attention to Instagram and duck callers, you would know that King Face was a highlight. He was a highlight for many of those episodes, whether it was him going at Mo, whether it was him going at Minnie, and him and Minnie definitely had some classic moments. But again, I'm just showing some clips here before I show the actual, what JL has been saying. Let me look in the chat real quick. HB Twin, salute. Kalani K, what's going on? Thank you very much for tuning in. Behind the Bar Gaming Fair, thank y'all very much for tuning in. Again, I'm just showing y'all clips of, you know, saying some of his greatest moments right before we get into the meat and potatoes, which is, you know, unfortunately his medically induced coma. Let me get into this real quick.
So just because you're white, you just walk up and just get something. Like, you know, niggas really believe that if you're white, you can just walk to a bank and get a loan. Like, niggas really believe this shit. Like, literally, niggas really believe that if they walk outside, niggas really believe. Listen, nah, bro.
You don't believe in that?
Yo, bro, like I said, regardless, racism, what's racism? Somebody not liking you?
No, there are things that are...
No, I'm just saying, no. But if you go by definition, racism is based on somebody not liking you for a particular reason.
It's a system set up for black people to fail.
That's a lie. Because when you think like that, why would you even try to fuck with the system? You're gonna naturally go against it and commit crimes.
And that's what happens.
Wrong.
No, that's exactly
bro,
what
these
happens.
are lies that they tell you.
I was just telling them before we got here. I said, yo, bro, a lot of people will be like, yo, man, fuck the system. I don't want to work for the white man. Fuck these niggas, fuck that nigga, right? So when they do that, they be like, fuck it. What else am I gonna do? Hustle and do what I gotta do. You don't believe that's what happens?
You just proved my point. That's what I just said. Because you believe that shit, you go about it the other way. Like, niggas really believe if they go outside right now, if police drive by them, they're gonna shoot them just because they black. Like, niggas really believe this shit.
Yo, this is just a clip, man, from King Face, man. Some of his greatest moments, man. Because I gotta be honest with you, King Face. You know, he was a very controversial character. He was a very controversial character on the Queenzflip show. A lot of people disagree with his actions, and a lot of people disagree with his thoughts. But I don't care as far as what you may think of him. You know what I'm saying? I got low fat in the chat that says, oh, well, here's the thing. When you see clips like this and you see pictures like this, imagine if it's your loved one in a hospital bed with that on his face. Think about that. Think about that for a second. Think about that for a second. Now, let me go ahead and get into really what y'all are here for. Let me go ahead and get into why I'm making this video right now. You know what I'm saying? For about a month now, allegedly, King Face has been in this medically induced coma, and it's really sad. So I definitely want to hear from J.O., who, you know, who's very close with Face, as well as Queenzflip. I want to hear his voice.
For you. Mm-hmm.
Okay, everybody. I have to speak for Face right now because Face can't speak. So I know everybody has questions. Everybody wants to know what's going on with King Face, and King Face is my best friend and my brother. So I'll speak for him right now. King Face is in a coma. King Face had a very bad kidney infection that spread throughout his body, and he isn't doing too good. Face has been in the hospital for the last, I know he's been in ICU since July 1st. And
let me just stop it.
I know he has a huge following. It was against his wishes for anybody to know anything.
Let me just stop it right there, man. He's been in the hospital since July 1st. Since July 1st. It is now August 26th. I mean, you know, he's been in the hospital again since July 1st. It's August 26th. So we're approaching now 2 months of a hospital stay. I'm going to be showing the link to his GoFundMe page just in case anybody want to help the brother out. Because I'm sure those medical bills are definitely through the roof. But I'm just trying to understand. It's like, you know, and I'm going to keep playing this video, but let me just say this, right? Yo, when you woke up on December 31st, 2019, and you went into it thinking, okay, it's New Year's Eve and whatnot, it's about to be a new year, 2020, and there was a whole lot of people saying 2020, that's like vision, right? That's perfect vision, that's clarity, right? Man, you don't know what the fuck is waiting for you on that other side, bro. Nobody. And before these 10 people came in here, I showed some clips of him talking, looking very proud, standing on his square, talking his shit the way he only knows how to. Had he known then, he'd be in the hospital bed for almost 2 months during the summer. Come on, man. Come on. Y'all need to hug y'all loved ones. Y'all need to call y'all loved ones, the ones that y'all haven't talked to in a while. Hug your kids a little tighter. Hug your wife. Hug your husband. Hug your boyfriend. Hug your girlfriend a little tighter. It could be you in the ICU next. It could be you.
So this is why I never spoke on the matter. I've never said anything on the matter. It was against his wishes, you know what I'm saying? So we never said anything, but it's looked like it's taking a turn for the worse. And yeah, no. He's inspired so many people, and it's only right that I actually reach out to you guys and speak to you guys. So,
brother's hurting.
This isn't Face going live. Face is in a coma. Face can't speak. This is the people close to him actually have access to his online account and can speak to you guys.
Let me just say this, man. 12 people in here. I want to thank y'all very much for tuning in, but let me just say this, man. I'm not doing this, to be exploitive. I'm not. I'm just trying to show light to a situation that, J.O., and I'm going to show you a post that Queenzflip put up, but J.O. put this out for a reason. He put this on Instagram for a reason, because he wanted the people to know this. There's a reason why this was put publicly on Instagram. This is just me putting it publicly on YouTube. I'm just saying. Lil Fat said, let me get a wrench. I deserve it. For what? I don't see how you deserve it from this live right now, going in on Face. Do I disagree with everything Face says? No. I disagree with about 90% of the shit he said. But if I'm not mistaken, you said he might have deserved this. I don't see how that's wrench worthy. But salute to you.
As of right now, he has a GoFundMe account in his link because the hospital bills have gone through the roof and nobody knew anything. So before you guys start saying, why didn't this person help him, or why didn't this happen, or why didn't this happen, it's nobody knew. Me and his family are the only people that knew.
And I'm glad you said that. Yo, HB2, I'm glad you said that. Because you know what? Let me go ahead and just pause this for a second. Because again, some of his views was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily agree with his views at all. At all. But you know what? This man told people live on Instagram callers that he was going to go to the White House. This was probably 2018? Because I think this was after the Lansky shampoo fight. This was 2018. Face told everybody he was going to the White House. Motherfuckers laughed at him, including me. I said, man, yo, black ass ain't going to the White House. And I'm sure that's what everybody in that chat felt. But you know what, though? Guess what? Lil Fat, this is why HB is saying that he was inspiring. And I can honestly say, as far as getting your goals across, he's inspiring too. He told people he was going to be in the White House. And then, what do you know?
Go ahead, let's go. Turn around.
Hold on.
I want this guy's dress.
Look, hold on. Look, this guy, he say he like my outfit. Look, check him out. He say he likes my outfit.
Go ahead, let's go. Turn around.
Hold on.
Do I fuck with Face? No. Do I fuck with that dude that was just bigging him up on his outfit? No. But the man said he was going to be in the White House. And then he made it to the White House. I'm not going to lie. That is a instance of a black man saying, I'm going to do something, and everybody doubting him, and then he goes ahead and do it. Now, everybody in this chat right now, everybody listening right now, can you honestly say that there was a situation in your life when in your head you was like, I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do this, this is gonna get done. And you might have told 1 or 2 people and they laughed at you. They looked at you like you was crazy. They said that you couldn't do it. And then you eventually do it and make them look stupid. Felt kind of good, didn't it? Behind the Bar just had his King's Face's GoFundMe page right now. You can definitely go ahead and show some support. Because like I said, when you're on this YouTube thing, you have to be objective. You have to be, let me put my motherfucking face on the screen. You have to be objective. You have to be objective. Do I like the shit that King Face had to say? No. Do I agree with what the fuck Trump says? No. But there's a black man dying. And you know what? Every single person who says that they didn't like King Face can at least say that he entertained you at some point. He entertained you at some point. Why the fuck he was one of the reasons why niggas was watching the callers. He was almost like the Floyd Mayweather of the callers. Niggas was watching just to see who was gonna debate him and make him look dumb. It's a fact. It's a fact. That's a fact. Now, let me go back to what J.O. was saying and the reason why you guys are all in my chat right now. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. If you could do me a favor, if you can hit the like button, if you can hit the subscribe button, I appreciate it. But you know what? That's the last time I'm going to say that because it's not about that right now. It's not about that right now. This is about King Face.
If you guys have any questions, I'm right here. I'll speak for like the next 5 to 10 minutes. And then I'm going to leave it at that. So, any questions you guys got? Go ahead.
You could tell J.O. was so hurt. He don't even want to do this live right now. You could just look at him and tell he does not want to do this.
What happened? Okay, people are just coming in. Like I said again, King Face is in a coma. Results of a very bad kidney infection that spread throughout his body. No, he can't receive any visitors, anything like that because of COVID. So it's not allowed for him to go see people, and he's in ICU. Can't get gifts, can't get anything like that. ICU won't allow it. What can you do to help him out? We just made a GoFundMe for him. It's in his link because of the hospital bills. So that's the news on Face.
Hold on, let me go ahead and rewind that back. Hold on.
So in his link because of that.
Let me go back.
What can you do to help him out? We just made a GoFundMe for him. It's in his link because of the hospital bills. So that's the news on Face.
And listen, let me just pause J.O. one more time, man. Listen, I gotta say, and I hear what you're saying. I hear what Low Fat is saying. I hear what Mike from Boston is saying. I hear what Andre Obama is saying. Face did, that man definitely did say a whole lot of shit that made me shake my head and go, nah, brother, that ain't the wave. That is not the wave at all. At all. It's just, I think just in this climate, I just think for me in this climate of seeing just people dropping on a daily, that when I see people, especially people that, is either on this YouTube here or, in any kind of media or any kind of form or fashion that we see, I think it's hard not to look at the person, even if Karma is biting their asses right now. it's kind of hard to look at him in a ICU room with an oxygen mask on and be like, damn, fuck that dude. Nah, man. You can have your time to be like, man, he was on some bullshit, but then you can also have your time where I'm hoping for the best for that man. And that's where I'm at with it. That's where I'm at with it. Do I agree with a whole lot of what he says? Oh, hell no. It's the reality. Queenzflip, you know what I'm saying? Queenzflip went ahead and he chimed in on this. Let me go ahead and read this for you, and I'm going to play the video too. I've been holding this a secret for a while. You've been in a coma for nearly a month, but if anybody can pull through, it's you, King Face. The crazy thing, I don't know what to write, to be honest. The situation has been heavy on my mind, but I can hear your voice. Be strong. You've caught a lot of things before it happened, and the respect I have for you is through the roof. Regardless of what anyone says, you're my brother. Get well. His GoFundMe link is in the bio. So I'm just saying in general, guys. I'm just saying in general. This is a man that we watched almost like the Floyd Mayweather of the callers. And we've seen this guy go through battle after battle. We've seen him, we've seen him, you know what I'm saying? And you have to be honest. Guys, y'all have to be honest. He was at least entertaining with it. So I'm gonna keep this live going for a little bit longer. I just put the link in the chat. If y'all got something to say about it, if y'all want to talk about it for a little bit, we can talk about it for a little bit. But I'm gonna go on for just a little bit longer now. Let me go ahead. I might play a little bit more of J.O. talking because Face can't talk. He can't talk right now. He's in a coma. So J.O. was just answering some of the questions that some people may have had. And another thing is, and I'll continue playing J.O.'s video. I didn't know Face had a wife. That's what was shocking to me. And I guess that's foolish of me thinking that, oh, just because a dude don't have on a wedding ring doesn't mean that he's married. Nah, like, I didn't know he had a wife. We knew he had a daughter, but we didn't know he had a wife. So it's like, damn, dude had a family. He wasn't just out here living the single life like, he may have portrayed himself to be. Nah, dude had a family.
Are the doctors informing him on rate of survival? They're saying it's not looking too good.
Let me rewind that.
So that's the news on Face. Are the doctors informing him on rate of survival? They're saying it's not looking too good. His health has actually declined since he's been in the hospital. It hasn't gotten any better, it's declined. So, any of you guys that I guess you guys have questions, you can hit my Instagram because I'm not going to stay on here too long. I'll give you the updates because his family's not really going to want to speak too much, and I'm probably the person that's strong enough to speak on the matter because it's a very touchy subject. Very touchy subject.
It look like he about to cry, y'all. Probably already cried.
But yeah, the supporter just have to be through you can't go see him in the hospital or anything like that. Hospitals are totally horrible because of the COVID. Can't get any visitors, can't get anything. He's in ICU anyway, so you wouldn't be able to go. And there's a GoFundMe link in the bio. So, are shirts still available? I would guess so. I could look into it to see what's going on, but he has the GoFundMe link in his bio right now. I'll check into it. What's my @ name? My @ is @ IAMJAYO _.
You know what, low
Why is his
fat?
family speaking? Because I am his family.
You know what, low fat? That's the first thing you said that I'm actually agreeing with now. That's the first thing you said that I'm actually kind of like, okay, now you got something there. Because you're right. I could show you through his Instagram how he was big on Candace Owens. He was on Candace Owens' platform. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about that Jesse dude, Mr. Ugly Man. I don't know about him. But Candace Owens, listen, Face rolled for you. Face he did your little Brexit, whatever the fuck it was. Candace Owens, we looking to hear from you in the next couple of days. Where you at, Candace Owens? Because bro had your back. Say what you want about the dude. Bro had your back.
If there's any other questions, I'll answer it for you.
J.O. was so hurt, y'all. J.O. was so hurt. This is Queenzflip's cousin, by the way, for those who don't know. This is Queenzflip's cousin.
Yeah, any questions or anything you guys have? Where's his wife? She's the one that's on the line with me right now.
See, that was one of the most shocking things that I got from this. That was one of the most shocking things that I got from this. I didn't know. Let me put my face on the screen here. I didn't know Face had a wife. I didn't know Face had a wife. I had no idea. I thought he was on some single man shit, just doing his thing out here. That again for me, and again, respect, Uber guy, respect. Again, I understand how some people do have this taste for Face. I understand that. I do. But one, he did entertain a lot of people watching the call is one, and number two, damn, bruh had a family. We knew he had a daughter, but bruh has a family. I didn't know he had a wife. So I don't know about y'all, but for me, when I heard that, you know what I mean, it changed my perspective. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. When I first heard the news, because at first we didn't hear too much about or from Face in a while, but sometimes some people out of sight, out of mind. So when I heard about the story and I read the story, I was like, oh shit. I was like, he in the hospital? Well, okay. All right then. But then when I started doing some research, I started looking at the video more. I started looking at Queenzflip posts and J.O.'s posts and the video and some other family members that's been talking about this. I said, well, damn. I didn't know bro has a family. That for me changed my perspective on it. I wasn't even going to come up here and talk to y'all on it because this is my first video doing on Queenzflip show, that whole platform and anything. This is my first time talking about them at all. And I've been doing this shit almost a year. Okay, so that should tell you that I'm not really too inclined to talk about this shit on here. But when I seen that bro had a family, and I mean he's been in the hospital since July 1st, and his diagnosis is not getting any better. Kidney failure. I mean, come on now. I thought, why not talk about somebody who was at least entertaining, like D. Smith? Salute to you. He said, fuck that bird. Salute to you for that. But I'm just saying, D. Smith, I think I seen you a couple times on Queenzflip's Live watching the callers. Come on, man. Say what you want about the dude. I didn't like him too much either. I didn't like him either. But it was entertaining seeing him arguing with people. It was. It was entertaining seeing Maine the Milkman going at him. It was. It was even funny seeing AKA Presence making songs about him. I'm not gonna lie. When he slapped Lansky, I said, oh, he did it. Somebody did it. Somebody slapped him. So I'm just saying on here, man, listen, I'm just showing y'all what his family, his friends have already put out there in the public on Instagram. And here I am just bringing it for the people on YouTube. All right. That's all. Just doing my, if y'all watch Queenzflip, y'all know this word, my meteorologist duties here.
Just at this time, We ask for privacy and have allowed me to speak on his behalf. That's why. His wife is right here. If you want to speak to me, can we follow? Yeah, you can follow me. But follow.
Hey, keep Andrew Vasquez in here. Fruitcakes are welcome. I want y'all to don't time out Andrew Vasquez. Fruitcakes are welcome. I promise you, we are not discriminatory here. Fruits are welcome.
Me for the updates. I'm not looking for like any clout, any followers, anything like that. I'm not looking for that. But if you want to know what's going on and for the updates concerning him, I've been given permission to do that for him. So if you would like to follow me for that, yes, you can do that. It was medically induced because he was placed on a respirator and he was having troubles breathing, like his body was fighting a respirator. So he had to be placed in a medically induced coma to do so. His wife sees the comment.
Akuma. That's a good one. That's a good one.
So yeah. If you guys want to follow and
Yo, Uber guy, you know what's funny you say that? You know what's funny you say that? Because and this is where I get a little personal here. This is where I get a little personal here. Because 2020 has been a crazy year, not just for the world, but for fucking YouTube too. So with that being said, I always said in the spirit of what you're saying here, that shit need to be shaken up. I already said that for this YouTube thing to really, for this whole sector really, or whatever you want to call it, to really be shooken up and shaking and shit like that, somebody's gonna have to die. Somebody, hold on. Let me make sure y'all are understanding me. I believe that for this YouTube sector to really be shaken up, somebody on this YouTube thing is going to have to die. And I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen. But you know what? So much drama, so much bullshit is being fed on here that I always said that, you know what? It's going to take a death, YouTube purposes, educational purposes, a suicide, a homicide. Something's going to happen in this black YouTube sector, whatever you want to call it, for motherfuckers to be like, oh, shit. I'm just saying. And I really hate the fact that I'm doing this right now, but it looks like we may be even getting just a little bit closer to that vision. Again, I'm hoping for the best. I hope that's not the case, but you're hearing it from J.O. He's been in the hospital since July 1st. According to J.O., he's been in a medically induced coma for a month. It is not looking good. It ain't looking good at all. I'm just saying.
So the updates, like I said, my @ name again is @IMJAYO with the underscore. That's for no clout, no following. I don't want that. There's a GoFundMe for Kingfish in his bio right now. The hospital bills have gotten very costly. We've been in there, so I'll do that. If there's any other questions you guys have, go ahead while I'm right here because I'm about to get off of this. But you guys deserve the update. I know they had a following. His family gave me permission to speak for him.
Look at him. JL look like he don't even want to be on here. He look like he don't even want to be on here. And HB says face elevated the game. You can argue that, homie.
You're welcome. Keep us posted. Okay, so you guys follow me so I can keep you posted because I'm not going to keep going live from this page or anything like that. I got permission to do this today, so I'm just doing this today.
And just to give y'all a little bit of clarity and just to give y'all a little bit of context, the reason why JO is on this bottom screen here is because it's actually His wife is actually right here with Face that has it blacked out right here. She only went live on his page to give some notifications and to give some notice. Face is right here, blacked out, in a coma, can't talk, can't breathe on his own. Listen, and again, I have to re-illustrate because HB said it. HB said it. He went from a podcast to the White House in a year. Do I like who the fuck is in that White House? Can you read? No, I don't like who the fuck is in the White House right now. Do I like that he was so willing to go to the White House? No, I don't give a fuck right now. But at the end of the day, the black man had a goal, said, I'm going to get into the White House. I'm going to meet Donald Trump, and he fucking did it. Everybody in this chat, 20 people in here watching right now, anybody watching on the rebroadcast, you have been in a situation where somebody has said you cannot do something, but in your brain you said, no, I can do it. Not only can I do it, I can do it better than you, and I'm gonna do it. But yet that dickhead still said no, and guess what? Without their fucking blessing or without them fucking knowing it, you did it. And then guess what the person who said you couldn't do it did? They shut the fuck up and they look stupid. I can respect that. I can respect the fuck out of that. I don't know about y'all, but I can respect the fuck out of that. Do I like the rhetoric that he says? Hell no. Do I follow the rhetoric that he says? Hell no. But I can admit when a black man has a goal in mind and he sets it out, he executes that goal, and then he meets that goal, yes, you have my respect. Unless you're killing some fucking body or you're into some weird shit, that I can't respect. But if you're on some positivity shit, hey, it is what it is. His goal was to get in the White House, and he did it. He did it. But that doesn't mean that I fucking agree with his shit. That doesn't mean I agree with the rhetoric at all. But I can wish the man well. I can wish the man gets well. Can't y'all wish the man get well? YouTube allows sex traffickers guys go to, and that's why I said, with the exception of the weird shit. You want a sex trafficker's goal to be true? Or would that be constituted as weird? I don't know, maybe. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. And this for me is a situation where, again, this is a shitty year for everybody here. Come on, y'all. 20 people in here. Y'all can't tell me this has been a good year. Let one motherfucker in here tell me that 2020 has been a great year for them. Come on. Come on, y'all. Let's be real. I'm only coming on here today to say, guess what? This man, just like your man, just like Face right now, it could be us next in a fucking bed with a fucking oxygen mask on our face, not talking, not blinking, nothing. And this is a black man who, again, you could disagree with his rhetoric, you could disagree with his thoughts, his takes, but guess what? He entertained us. He entertained us. When Face and Kenny P started debating, Kenny P, in my opinion, embarrassed Face, embarrassed them, but it was still entertaining. It was still entertaining. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Smith, my year's been good getting this fraudulent money. Hey, salute to you. Hey, it is what it is, man. Get the money, black man. Get the money. You just said Lansky's so happy. Man, that would be something to look forward to. I'm not going to lie. Lansky's next live, that would be something to look forward to. Because, yeah, Lansky kept that hate and that disdain for Face. He kept that hate and that disdain for Face. You could tell every single time Face's name is even mentioned. Lansky's face just get all flushed and shit. He don't want nothing to do with face. So you might be right on that. Lansky might be drinking like 8 natty daddies right now, smoking some skag weed right now. You right. You right.
I'll comment my name right now, and then with the permission of his family, I'll give you guys the updates. That's my name right there.
All right, he ain't talking about nothing else. But yeah, HB2N, I'm not gonna lie to. I'm not gonna lie to. I'm not gonna lie. That is going to be alive right there. I personally want to hear. I personally want to hear what Lansky has to say. I do. I want to hear what Lansky got to say, because it takes a real. I don't care who gets mad right now. It takes a real bitch nigga to see your dude or see an op down and out, and then you start saying all the shit that you could have said while he was alive, kicking, breathing, living his life. You could have said all that shit then, but you chose not to. You chose to kick a man while he's fucking down. Literally, in this case, while he's down. All right, Lansky. All right, Lansky. All right. Listen, man, I just wanted to say this, man. I just want to say, listen, thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for watching the guy. Thank you to Behind the Ball for sharing the stream. I really appreciate it. I want to go ahead and say this once again. You know what I'm saying? I really do hope that King Face makes it through, because say what you want. And again, I do not agree with his rhetoric. I don't agree with a big chunk of what he says. I do not believe. I'm not even going to engage in. But the bottom line is, he is somebody who, especially in this little YouTube sector that we're all in, he did entertain us. He did entertain us. And because of that, because of the simple fact that, you know, these people are dying every single day, I just want to let y'all know that it's all right to, even if you don't like somebody, to say, I do hope he does make it through all right. Is that too much to fucking ask for? There's a reason why I wore this shirt. No, because number one, I support black business, and I got this shirt from a black business. But number two, I wrote this here, black men are dope, for a reason. Hey, he may be on the other side as far as thinking and the political spectrum. He's still a black man. Still a black man. But like I said, with that being said, I just hope the best for him. Again, man, thank you for everybody being in here, man. We got some new people up in here, man. We got some new people up in here. YouTube, I say trees from Tommy Sotomayor. Salute to you, man. Thank you for being in here. HP2N, I appreciate it. D Smith, I appreciate it too. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Listen, I didn't make this live for us to all kumbaya and have a whole prayer circle. Nah. Just talk your shit in the chat. Talk it. You don't like the dude? Okay, fine. But hey, you're watching this because, you know what though? You're watching this because he was somebody that you look to for at least a little bit of entertainment. A little bit. Just a little bit. I seen a mirror up in here. I seen Kalani K up in here. Mike from Boston up in here. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. Listen, man, let me just go ahead and put this on the screen right before I go. You know what I'm saying? This is his GoFundMe, man. If anybody want to go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, show the brother some loves. Again, you heard from J.O. His hospital bills is definitely crushing him. And I, again, been in the hospital since July 1st. Yeah. I'm sure those hospital bills all piling up. So yeah, man, like I said, man, thank you very much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I look forward to seeing you all again. Even the ones that didn't even necessarily like this right now. YouTube allows hate speech from Tommy Sotomayor. I love that name, by the way. But I hope to see you again. HB2N, you already know, man. Salute. Even Low Fat, man. I want to see you back again. D Smith, I want to see you back. You know what I'm saying? I want to see all the brothers. Even this guy right here. I'm going to give you some love right here. I told you, we are not discriminatory. We support everybody over here, even the LGBTQ SPLOV plus community. So salute to you. Anyway, listen, man, this is guy Jordan Live, man. I really do. Oh, Jay Banner's in here. Salute to you, man. I appreciate it. Do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe. I am out. Thoughts and prayers go to King Face. We're praying for you, brother. Y'all have a good one, y'all. Peace.